Hello and welcome again at Stocks Advisor. Today we will talk about ASML holdings traded at Nasdaq, ticker name ASML. ASML is a company providing lithography systems, and we can see today we made 285%, positively finishing at 648.77. But the question is, what's next? After hours we see some small volatility around zero, let's say, and it's not clear where it's going. But to understand what's happening, we need to note two moments. The first one is a very short-term indicators, and others are longer-term indicators. So if you look at the short-term indicators, these are immediate MACD wave. You can see here it's just finishing at the negative wave, so looks like going to go high. This means that we might have some positive move here, but till how much, this is another question. Looking at RSI, you can say it's still in the middle, although pointing upwards, so we might make still some small move upwards, but will it be significant or not? Well, for this we need to look at the bigger picture. And this picture, you can clearly see, of course, this is a company that grows really strong, but there is one moment that took place by beginning of March. This was piercing of moving average 20 here, because the position was in so-called stable growth regime before that. And what does it mean? Stable growth regime is a regime when actually the price is on top of all moving averages, and then you have moving average 20, 50 and 200 below, and moving average 20 works as a support line. So until this is the case, you are in the stable growth regime, and for big companies, until this is broken, it's very okay. Nothing happens, so mid-long term you can just sit in the position and enjoy your growth. But once this pattern is changing to another one, which is actually the pattern of let's say of this style, when you have moving average, let's write it here. So when you have your moving average 20 and then moving average 50 and price pierce lower, and then you have your moving average 200, so it happens as an instance. Once this is happening, it means that correction is nearby. Still, you will have very last wave to grow, but then correction might start. And this is exactly what happened by beginning of March. You see here the price pierced, and then indeed it recovered, going higher. It's always the last call or last wave, so-called. And then you see moving averages are already starting to mix around. And what you see here, and this is really interesting. So if you look, come now back into the modification, what we see here happening looks like indeed we are about to form a corrective, either a triangle or consolidation. So something brewing here, because if you look carefully, you see that there is, if tomorrow it's confirmed, we will clearly see it. There is, let's say, the level that is forming, and it's here. So it looks like it will be something like this. Might be a little bit higher, but seems like we are about to start forming our, either it will be the parallel moving channel, or it could be still a triangle, so something like this. We will see it later, but anyway, in both cases it means that correction is there, correction is nearby. And this means that still, as I said at the beginning, there's short-term quick move. So if you're already in the position, it still might be wise to wait and sell tomorrow in the profit, but it looks like we're going for correction. And this means that we need to wait a little bit to buy here, but this opens for us very nice levels and opportunities. Why? Because if we know what is about to happen, we can prepare to buy at the good levels. And those good levels would be, of course, the very first technical level to buy will be at the previous top, which is actually here, and this is the level of 605, so 600. Let's not speak about cents, because the numbers are quite big here, and it's between actually 568 and on the top it will be about 606. So this would be the first technical channel to buy, so the primary technical call here, where we can buy in and prepare to make some profit. So 568 to 606. What does it mean, the primary technical? It means that this is the channel from where it is expected to have the first rebounds, where you can actually buy and make the profit. And here, speaking of profit, we can actually advise to take a moderate profit still on correction, which would be between 10 to 15%. So this is the standard profit advice taking that we give if the let's say chart is not fastly moving. So this would be the profit advice here on this primary technical pattern. And again, in case if it will be both triangle formation or descending channel formation, as you can see, this entry channel, the primary entry channel, will be the bottom of both, so it will be really nice level to buy through, and then on rebounds you can sell. Should it go faster down, which is not really expected, that might be happening. If this is going to happen, then we really need to prepare for lower levels, and this would be actually the double support level of almost 500, and here the higher level, it will be 539. Why this is a very strong level here? Because by that time moving average 200 will be also almost in the middle on the top of this one, so it will make a double support level, and that's why I like those double support levels on correcting channels, because they are really strong and you can easily make profits there. So with this being said, we can write our second call out. This will be between 500 and 539. As I said, we're not speaking about cents here because the numbers are quite high. So this is the secondary technical channel from where we can again rebound on this corrective move, but it still doesn't mean that correction will end. So these are the levels we need to trade for, so for the primary and secondary technical channels. And as always, if you are not first time at our channel, you know we keep always discussion and keeping some funds to average down and still to exit with a profit if there is any negative. This could be in the form of the company related news, this could be the market situation or something else. Doesn't matter, we just want to be safe with our trades. We want to exit with a profit, or in the worst case with a draw. Therefore we need to keep some funds to buy the very principal levels, and this is of course that level. You can clearly see it was formed by December action, and this will be between 421 and 449. So this is the last level. It's not that we say it's going there. Again, people keep asking this, why do you predict that low? It's not that we predict that low, it's that we keep funds to buy there if it goes there, because we want to mitigate our risks. We don't want to take stop loss, we don't do any cut loss and see those red numbers in our brokerage account. We want to exit with the profit all the time with every trade, at least with a draw. Therefore, this is the very safe optimization for profit versus loss, which might take, of course, a little bit longer time, couple of extra few days, maybe a couple of weeks, but still exiting with profit. I think it also develops very positive psychological feeling and confidence in trading when you finish always with a profit or at least with a draw. So with this being said, these are 3 levels to buy: primary, secondary technical, and risk mitigating level. And speaking of how to buy through, again, this is a classical correction. So as almost always, sometimes we give different advice, but in general, it's a 5-portion play, meaning that the money you would like to play here, you can split in 5 portions, then you can buy with 1 portion. In the first channel, you can average down with 2 portions in the second channel if the first primary technical is neglected. And then if there is any bad catalyst, bad news coming, although not expected really for ASML at the moment, then you can buy with remaining 2 portions and just wait and make the profit again on the rebound. So this is very safe approach with all major risks mitigated, and philosophy is, if all risks are mitigated, what remains for you is just to take the profit. And you don't really need to watch it every moment looking at 15-minute candles, because you know the principal levels, you know what's happening. Even if it's declining, you just calmly buy through and wait for making your profit. So with this being said, that's all for ASML. Overall, very nice stock, but about to go for correction, looks like. So good luck with this one. Enjoy this move, and see you at another episode of Stocks Advisor channel.